In a social media post, President Trump announcing he's removing a Federal Reserve Board governor, Lisa Cook, from her position. The president has made it clear he wants the Federal Reserve to lower interest rates. It's the first time in the agency's 112-year history that a president has tried to remove a Fed governor, something that can only be done legally for cause. ABC's Christiane Cordero is in Washington.
Today, for the first time in the Federal Reserve's 112-year history, a president is trying to remove one of its 7 governors. In a letter posted on social media overnight, President Trump announced he's removing Lisa Cook from her position. Cook is the first black woman in history to serve on the Fed's Board of Governors and has held her position for 3 years. She's pushing back on the president's decision, writing, quote, "President Trump purported to fire me for cause when no cause exists under law, and he has no authority to do so. I will not resign." For over a week, the Trump administration has accused her of mortgage fraud, claiming she made false statements on previous mortgage agreements.
What she did was bad, so I'll fire her if she doesn't resign.
The move comes during Trump's months-long pressure campaign on the Federal Reserve to lower interest rates. While appointed by presidents, the Fed's governors are largely seen as independent economists.
This is an attempt to turn these financial watchdogs, who are supposed to be independent, right into obedient lapdogs who will really do as they are told. This could have an impact on how the world perceives the dollar, our ability to borrow, and so much more.
Experts warn that any uncertainty over the independence of the Federal Reserve could lead to less investment in the U.S., which could push up borrowing costs for consumers on mortgages, car loans, and other forms of credit. U.S. Senator Elizabeth Warren, who's a ranking member of the Senate Banking, Housing, and Urban Affairs Committee, is calling on the courts to intervene, blasting Trump's move as illegal and adding it is, quote, "the latest example of a desperate president searching for a scapegoat to cover for his own failure to lower costs for Americans. It's an authoritarian power grab that blatantly violates the Federal Reserve Act." The president's attempt to fire Cook will likely end up at the Supreme Court, which will decide whether she gets to keep her job as the litigation moves forward. Christiane Cordero, ABC News, Washington.